Hello, beloved. I am Lainie Love Dalby, and I'm on a mission to free human spirits to sparkle shamelessly and step into their full, authentic power and sovereignty in the world. And I've worked with thousands of beloveds over the years, and the one thing almost every single one of them has in common is that they don't feel comfortable in their own skin, or they feel like they don't belong here on earth. And that used to be me too. I grew up as an obese, creative outcast, and I had my spirit squashed relentlessly through violence and bullying from the world around me, the dieting industry, and even my own family. People couldn't handle my big, wild, creative, free energy, my rainbow colors, and my blinding bright light, so they tried to dampen it. "You're too much" and "you're not enough" are the two most common phrases I heard growing up. Sound familiar? I eventually internalized this violence as toxic shame, and I turned it against myself, gaining and losing over 1,300 pounds through yo-yo dieting and disordered eating over the years, and shutting down my free spirit by really going into autopilot. I felt invisible, unloved, and totally unworthy. I felt like I didn't belong here on this earth. I was deeply disconnected from what matters most and from my soul essence. I was starving. My soul was starving for meaning and purpose and wholeness. And as the patriarchal systems desired, I had learned to distrust my own body, my own inner soul voice, and my innate sparkle. I was a prisoner of the social paradigm, and this deep disconnection and disembodiment and shame was holding me back from my revolutionary potential. Up until 6 years ago, this really resulted in a deep loathing for my body and being. And I bulldozed and I ignored her until I got really sick and was forced on my knees to break the patriarchal chains of the dieting industry and white supremacist culture so that I could come back home to me once and for all in a great homecoming. And these are really the oppressive lies that I was sold from the world around me, and I am not alone. And I'm with Mr. Rogers when he shared that I think those that would try to make us feel less than who we are, that is the greatest evil. And now that I know the truth, I share that fiercely with others in my sacred work in the world and here in our Soul Sparkle Sanctuary inner circle. We are made of stardust. We are each precious, sacred emanations of the divine, and it is our inherent nature to shine and sparkle shamelessly with our unique soul essence. Each and every one of us matters, and we're here to do something that matters. We are each essential to the whole ecosystem of humanity. We all have a divine legacy that we're co-creating each day, all in service to this great cosmic masterpiece of which we are all a part. And it's essential to bring forward the full realization of our unique soul sparkle in the world now. And we need cheerleaders and a learning and practice community of love and holding and accountability to be able to do just that. That has been the most valuable part of my journey. And that is why I created the Soul Sparkle Sanctuary Inner Circle. And I'm so thrilled to invite you to become a founding member with us today. These old stories and ways of being are now being dismantled en masse as we enter into a new age. And we're at a profound moment in human history where belonging is critical now. Community care, nurturance, culture, and holding space non-hierarchically for each other to rise, especially for those of us who felt like misfits or that we don't belong here. This is ultimately a space for our homecoming back to our bodies, back to our truth, back to each other, and the heart of what matters most. Because sacred reconnection is the medicine that is most greatly needed in our world right now. And this reconnection is going to bring an end to the violence and the pain and the struggle and the suffering and the disembodiment that we have been plagued with. It truly is time for a sacred revolution of love and reverence for our bodies, for the earth, for each other, and the web of all life. It's time we release the toxic shame and remember who we truly are and why we're here, beloved. And that is part of our journey inside of the Soul Sparkle Sanctuary Inner Circle. And really the intention behind this sacred space is to create a haven of love and hope and encouragement in a troubled world for us to do just this. It's a space of belonging for those who've maybe felt like they don't belong. And it's a sacred center for all my fellow spiritually sensitive souls to really come as we are and to feel seen and loved and accepted for the unique soul sparkle that we carry. So you can really think of this space as a bottomless well from which to drink super-powered soul sustenance and deep nourishment. It's a home where we can wear our difference as a badge of pride while simultaneously celebrating our oneness in beloved community. It's really a cosmic, sacred space, increasing our capacity to walk as love and inviting our wholeness to emerge. And this isn't a space to get approval or repair yourself. You are already whole and enough just as you are. We will reflect your inherent divinity and soul sparkle back to you. We'll just help you to really step in and cheerlead you into your wholeness so that you can be whole unto yourself, fully sovereign, standing in your own personal power and self-agency, because those are essential as we move into this new age and birth this new earth together, since so many of us are midwives of that in our container. And by learning, practicing, and rooting into the 13 pillars of the sacred art of sparkling shamelessly, and in our weekly virtual gatherings, we become the change and maintain a sustainable burn. And we are needed now more than ever to unleash our deep gifts to meet the world's deep needs. So we invite you to come be embraced by a close-knit group of beloveds and sovereign siSTARS that will champion you and cheer you on and support you and be a reflection and constant reminder of the divine within you and your blazing bright light. This is our chosen family to lean into in a deeply troubled world. Welcome home, beloved. We so hope to see you inside. Bye for now.